Welcome to Bonitas maternity program antenatal class. Today we're speaking with Sister Talia regarding packing your hospital bag. Welcome, Sister.
Hi, everyone. Yes, this is the all-important question. We're packing and repacking these bags all the time before baby comes and before we go to the hospital. So I thought, let's go back to the basics and let's just focus on the packing of our baby bags for hospital. So first of all, we have before delivery. So this will be more of relevance for mom and dad or birthing partner than actual for baby coming. Okay, so this is your little bag. I usually tell moms take a duffel bag. It's the easiest one. You make sure your ID is in the front section, your hospital paperwork like your pre-authorization, your medical aid card, and your birth plan. If you scroll a bit further up, there is one regarding birth plan, what it is and what it does, and why do we need one. And then this is just something that's it's very, very sweet. Being a midwife and working in birthing rooms, I've seen it change the mood. There's pain, there's anxiety, but remember, we are making a beautiful memory that can never be recreated, and that is giving birth to a baby. And it even counts for moms that's having cesarean sections. I always say, have some music on your playlist because sometimes you're oftentimes alone in your room for a while before nurses attend to you and your partner. And then it's nice to just play something and compile it together. Do some goodies, a little up tempo, and then maybe something more slower and sweeter. But both things create a memory because we know music is associated with something. And it will bring baby in that peaceful, joyful atmosphere because they're already moving in our tummy 24 hours a day. So they love movement. Then your birthing ball, if you're having natural delivery, for your labor room, this is very important. So on the laptop, pop some music in there, and then on your ball, you will hop on during your delivery. With the music in the room, please take note that birthing rooms are usually at the back, or when you are in a semi-private or sometimes private room, keep the volume to a very reasonable volume. I always say it to the moms because half the dads play it so loud and other half play it so soft the mom can't even hear the music. And then snacks. So you're going to need 2 loads of snacks, and this you can buy before the time because you can always ask ice at the hospital to make your things nice and cool. So soft inner jelly sweets. It's like little gummy bears. It's so delicious. That plus Energade for mom. Already mixed Energade. I don't go with that 1.5 liter big ones. You'll have too much energy. About 2 of those ones for moms. The 500 mils with the energy sweets that will give you some sustenance. We must remember that, and this is for moms having natural delivery, these 2 things, okay? The reason for it, if you're going to go for a cesarean, you will be nilpemap, which means no eating up until the previous evening, okay? And then the next day you will go for your cesarean. And what it does for the normal delivery, sometimes it can be quite long. It can be a long day where they don't give you much solids to eat. It will be soup. It will be things that's more see-through so that if we need to go in and do an emergency C-section, we know that we don't have anything that will cause choking, vomiting, or any blockages in the windpipe. And then for dad, we sometimes forget about them, Shane, but they need some snacks, okay? Nice crisp, some chips in there, water, a bottle of water, some Energade for them too, maybe 2 bottles to keep their energy up. We do know that even cesarean dads, this is even for cesarean dads as well, because they are coming in, going into theater, undressing, going into theater with baby and mom, come back out, go upstairs with baby. They always look frazzled and dehydrated. I always feel like I wish I could make them some coffee if I wasn't too busy with the babas and the mamas. But it's very important to just pack them something because in between, they are so sometimes scared to leave mom or to leave their baby while mom is still in theater. That they stand there and they stand there for hours, and then mom eventually comes up and she lays and she's sleeping. But now dad has never left or gone to fetch him some water. And later on, we just see these pale faces and then they look like they're going to collapse. So please pack something in for him. And this is a little duffel bag. You're going to pack in socks for yourself. During labor, we get very cold. And even cesarean moms, please, some nice soft grip socks both ways. Grip socks is a must because we don't want you sliding now at the end. Comfortable slippers as well, that you can just slide your feet in, but open toes. This is important. Always buy a slipper one size bigger than your actual size. Why? Post-birth, we swell for at least a couple of weeks. And then moms have this beautiful, cute little slippers and a different, we have little teddy bears and bunnies and everything cute, but then they can't get their feet in there after delivery because our bodies have to release that fluid that was all in the tummy and baby was swimming in. So it swells up everywhere, and our hands and feet are the favorite place. Then your warm, soft gown. This will give you some comfort, and it will also be necessary because oftentimes after epidural, we get that cold temperature dropping and during labor as well. Massage oil. So when we say massage oil, moms and dads, please safe massage oil that's been pregnancy approved. Lip balm, because your lips get quite dry during that day in labor rooms, even during the pushing, and we don't want you to have very sore lips afterwards. And a comfortable pillow. If you're anything like me, you go nowhere without your pillow. And even your pregnancy pillow will be if you have that, that's the greatest thing because you will use it afterwards when you're nursing baby, because you'll put it around you, shift it on, and baby will lay, and it will be already so much more comfortable to feed. So now what happens after birth? After birth, we actually must pack a little other bag. So in the previous slide, where I explained to you how to pack your little bag, your before delivery, in there must be a essential bag, and this must be in a Ziploc packet. You put it in a nice big Ziploc bag. What do I want in there? Whether it's C-section or natural delivery, I want this packed in because this is the things nurses go scurrying around for. Hubby doesn't know where it is. He gives the worst panties ever to the nurses. So in that little bag, I want moms to place in. It will be your little toiletry bag. You can take this as toiletry bag, but that I feel it's too much drama. Just do the Ziploc bag. It's the best thing. We love it. Nurses love seeing Ziploc bags. Makes us so happy. In there, you have the pajamas, preferably with buttons, because remember, somebody has to dress you. After you give birth, we wash you down there and just freshen you up. Because there is a bit of, body products, bleeding, etc. We need to clean up. And getting a pajama pants on must be nice and loose fitting. And a button one is the best because it will even help with the breastfeeding. The same goes for a nightie. If you're going to have a nightie, make sure it has a few buttons that you can open up if you must feed baby. Because lifting that whole thing up every time, it's so annoying. You're cold, you're like, half your body is naked, half is open, you feel like not the best time to be naked either. And then doctors comes in the room and you feeding baby afterwards and everything is open, So a nice button down thing. And then also in there you will have a clean set of panties, okay? And usually I will say put 2 panties in there. So it will be your little, your pajamas, your panties, your soap, your lotion, very small lotion. Don't pack bulky things. Face cloth, if you want a face lotion on afterwards, pack it in there so the nurses will have it at hand as she's washing and taking care of you. And then I always say have 2 face cloths, one for the top face and one for the body, okay? Very important. We love that, that's our thing. I make it different colors as well. So the one for the body, a darker color, because it will be a bit of bleeding going on and everything. So we don't want to stain it. And for the face, the lighter one. Okay. And then some underarm to be nice and refreshed. We don't want spray, no spray, because baby needs to smell mommy's skin. That is how you two bond. It's the smelling, it's the connection. And baby, we don't want baby skin everywhere where there will be spray and deodorant and nasty things, So underarm is great because it will keep you nice because you sweat a lot after birth. Cesarean moms sweat a lot because of the medication working out. A natural delivery mom sweat a lot because the hormones are shifting again. Now we're just producing all this milk. And then a hairbrush and hair ties because you will feel hot, sweaty. Your hair will feel clammy a lot of times. If you have short hair, get a little small pom-poms and, nice to get it, or even something that you want. There's so many things now that look so cool on the hair. Those things help a lot because you will feel very hot once baby is and your all important maternity pads must be present. A nice pack, put it in there because we'll never stop using it. You'll probably buy some more if you leave as well. So if you want to use a toiletry bag, you can, but this is not your hospital toiletries. This will just be our after birth toiletries to have ready for us after cesarean or after natural delivery. So as mentioned above, we have the toiletry bag. We're going to have a few nursing bras, and day 3 is when we're looking like the best ever. We look like Dolly Parton, incarnated. Everything is popping out and over because our milk kicks in. So before that, we want to protect the breast tissue because we don't want afterwards, we know that if we don't protect the breast tissue, it causes sagging and drooping later on. So we put on a nice bra to secure so that as the milk comes in, it's also not as painful, okay? And makeup. Ladies, there's certain pics you want to take with your baby that you need. A little lip gloss, a little eyeliner, a little mascara, and you're a mommy, but you're still a woman. You want to look, cute on your pictures. So that first day, you maybe don't want that makeup look, but the second day, as you're taking a bit more pictures, you're feeling a bit more human. Do it, and it does everything, the wonders for your mood even. Camera, a charger, a phone charger, your cords, remember all those things. So you will have a bag. I always say these things can go in a Ziploc bag on its own so that this is things you don't forget, okay? So you had a little duffel bag for at the hospital during your delivery and labor. This you can put in a little backpack. This can fit perfectly in there. Camera charger, you got that. Earphones, because there's people around you, you may want to listen to something, there's nice televisions, etc. And then you pack your pajamas times 4, as it may swell or get spilled on by baby, okay? Oftentimes they have this little reflux, they have a little vomiting episode, they pee, they rough the first couple of days. So please have some extra. I just said more than less because oftentimes when we send dad a message, bring us some pajamas, as he fetches the weirdest lingerie, and you'll end up not knowing how to wear this, the sexy numbers. It's happened. I've seen it happen. And then pack an extra outfit to wear home. Okay, choose something loose fitting, drawstring or elastic waist. The reason for that is normally day 3 or day 4 that you go home. It's normally when you are a bit more swollen, uncomfortable, nothing seems to fit because that water and everything is running out. And obviously the breast is enlarged with the milk that came in, okay? And then your toiletries. Now you will have your vanity bag with your toiletries in, like your soaps, toothbrushes, toothpaste, different lotions, potions, all those things, okay? And then a book or magazine. That and the earphones is needed. You may think you're going to be so busy with your baba, but we actually have a lot of dead space in between where they either sleep. You can't sleep during the first night oftentimes. So it's nice to listen to something, read something, just to switch off a bit. It's that adrenaline that comes up after. So what do we pack for baby? So before we discuss this beautiful Bonitas bag, let's just discuss our nappy bag in general. So what I usually tell moms, you can't have one nappy bag for any child, okay? It never works. Nappy bags get soil, dirt on, milk on. The weirdest things happen while you have these things because babies, little ones, are very unpredictable. So even if they're not moving around, just them, having a miss pee, everything can be wet. So I always say you must have one that's packed for hospital. So as you're waiting for your baby bag, nothing is in vain because everything you're going to use, you can use afterwards on your baby. It's so equipped, these things of Bonitas, that it's things you can use again, okay? However, I usually say don't pack any toiletries in. Usually the hospital provides you a nappy bag. So you find out by the hospital you're giving birth at, phone them ahead of time, and then you say, hi, this is so-and-so. I'm phoning the maternity unit of the hospital. Do you guys provide a nappy bag? And they will usually say yes. And in there will be a few toiletries, a few nappies, a few wet wipes. There will be quite a lot of things. If they don't provide, then I'll explain to you now what to pack in, okay? Okay, now Ziploc again. So this is what we do. We're going to have one Ziploc for our going home outfit. That's a very special outfit with a little home blanket and everything. There's so much creativity things, but it's also a special moment. It's when you are going to brave the world with your baby. It's always a funny feeling leaving hospital with your baby and just having that special outfit and having that pics and even keeping that little outfit will always remind you of that moment. I think most people, in the not the X or Y or any other generation, but the previous generations, whenever they talk about their babies and when their kids are now all grown ups, and then they will say, I remember the outfit I took him home and the blanket we use. That is so special. So it's something you can also keep. I've kept every one of my children's going home outfit, and I always made an effort. It made it special, to pick that outfit and put it in its little bag. And then we have our receiving blankets. We need 6. Sounds a lot, but you're going to fold it nice and small so it will fall in, because we have a lot of spills and leaks. You are going to change one baby. You're going to soon put on the receiving blanket, then it's going to be off. It's going to be out there leaking. They are, especially little boys, they love everywhere leaking and spilling when they do pee. And then socks and caps. We must remember babies don't have the ability to regulate temperature. So the hospitals have a running aircon all the time. They cannot switch it off, then germs will accumulate. So please have at least 6 pairs, as much as you're going to have the clothes. Clothes are very simple. You're going to have a separate Ziploc bag for the clothes, and that's going to be your vest, 6 vests. So you can choose long sleeve or short sleeve. Long sleeve is always the best for newborns because they cannot regulate temperature yet. Okay. And then we're going to have 6 cotton crawlers, the easiest, the most best for babies. You can even minimize it to 4. If you are sure, hubby can bring some more if you need, that you've told him where it is exactly. That will really help a lot, because we do know that they do spill, they messes. Sometimes some of them have quite a lot of skin vernix. So what do we call vernix? It's that oiliness that's left behind, is to protect the skin. So sometimes it sits on the clothes and then you have to change again. Okay. And then last but not least, the car seat. Daddy can always bring it later for you if you live near the hospital, or you're sure that daddy will remember in the up and down. It is an important thing. They do not let, most private hospitals, I'm speaking under correction, do not let you leave the hospital without having a baby in a car seat, okay? Because remember, a custom is that a nurse walks you outside with your baby, because we are releasing the baby as property, or as things we were taking care of, to mom and dad, and we must make sure that we follow legislation, which is a baba must be in a car seat to take that drive home. In the past, we kept our baba on our lap, but now it is, so that's also another thing to make sure of. If you're phoning your hospital providers to find out, do they give a baby bag at that particular hospital's maternity ward, also find out about their policy on car seats. Now we start with our baby bag. This is my favorite part, okay? So this beautiful bag, just a disclaimer on it, it's always available in a beige color, but the design and pattern may vary from what you see here and what you get, because it changes all the time, we beautify it all the time. And then the texture is always durable. It has always awesome textures. I think that's one thing moms always say. And the contents may vary. So today I just picked some random contents that I know is needed for a baby. And it so happens that it's in the bag today, but whatever you may be dispatched may have different contents, because we do know that contents change, according to supplier, etc. So first of all, how do I get this beautiful baby bag from Bonitas? At 24 weeks pregnant, from 24 weeks onwards, you will see your gynae quite a lot. He will by then know if you're going to have a natural birth, a cesarean, what is he aiming for? He will give you special codes. And that code you basically will take you will phone your medical aid, you will phone Bonitas with those codes. It's called ICD and procedure codes. Once you phone Bonitas with it, you will tell Bonitas, listen, this is the codes I was given, and they will give you a magic number code called an authorization number. Now, authorization number means that is the number you will give the hospital you're giving birth at to say that the medical aid has said, yes, it's okay, I can come give birth here, can have my cesarean or my normal delivery. It won't be now funny things afterwards that I'm not allowed to. And secondly, then you phone us on 0860 999 121. So remember, this is for Bonitas clients. And then you will phone us and say, listen, I got my authorization number. I'm registering for my maternity bag. You give it to us over the phone. We add it. We check your addresses. Very important. The address you give us, don't give your work address that you're at now while pregnant. You could possibly go earlier off and then they deliver there, especially big corporations, and somebody signed for it and nobody can ever find it. Because remember, the tracking person will send it, or the courier company, to where you've given the address. And if they do send it to you, please make sure that you pick up your phone. Okay, certain scenarios, mom's in hospital, sometimes they go and give birth and then the bag is on the way. I can understand you couldn't pick up. Later on, if you settled and healing, phone us and we'll make a plan in order to redistribute your bag. However, do not be, under circumstances, don't pick up your phone when the courier company calls, because they must give you the bag. Like mentioned earlier, if we send it to corporations like your workplaces, different places, oftentimes the mom does not get the bag and she phones later and says, I don't know who signed for this, but I didn't. That's why we need to get hold of the mama. Okay, so the bag has two little sides with your bottle holder, but the inside is what's important today. And then moms, remember, with this, you can always know that we will assist you. Authorizations, unfortunately, must come from Bonitas, but Babyline will assist you in giving you your bag and distributing your bag to you. But having your address at hand, having your membership number is important, and having your name and surname, and making sure they spell it correctly as well as you give it to them, so that it can go to you 100%. I don't want any bags missed, because I know it brings all the moms such joy. So unfortunately here, I just took something out, is Vaseline. Why is Vaseline? Babies don't use bum cream. When they just come out of the womb, they have very thick black meconium, we call it stools, which is all the body's things that's passing out. They must have that meconium stool. It's part of a natural and healthy baba. However, it's very sticky and unpleasant. So with napkin change, you need your wet wipes. So remember, if your hospital is not giving a hospital bag, these things will normally be in a hospital bag as well. But if they don't, this is things you will need to purchase to take with to hospital. Wet wipes. So after this meconium stools, we're going to wipe thick Vaseline. We place it around the bum area, underneath, on the sides, because the meconium can stick all those places. Little boys, even underneath the testes. I always say put it there, because they do actually, the meconium passes till there, and it's very hard to rub it off because we hurt them. Their skins are very delicate. So this is like a winner. Vaseline is a winner. And then what do we have here? We have some breast pads. Very important. We leak. Some moms leak quicker than other moms. Some can even start leaking on day 2, but usually day 3. So put this in, get ready to go home, but moms change it often. So this is kind of just a start of everything. This is one that can be washed and dried and ironed. I always say iron things because it sterilizes it, especially for your skin, because it's a sensitive area to put it as well. Sexy. This is the sexiest panties you'll wear in your life. And this is, you can, if you do get your bag before the time, or if you go and purchase these type of panties, pack this in as the panty after birth. That panties I told you with your pajamas, that little Ziploc bag for the sister to wash you, because it's drawstring, it's comfortable for us. It must be big panties, that can come over your tummy, because here may be a cesarean scar that can be cutting here. if we put a low panty, a low cut, it will cut in there. That's why we put this high panties on. And the other thing is also we will be putting maternity pads in, so it will just secure it much better. Moms that had natural birth, this is also much better for you because there may be some discomfort down here. You could have had an episiotomy, some tears. So this will make less chafing and less tightness. So these ones are great to use. This is also washable, normally durable, but a few of these will go a long way. And this is two normally in a pack. So pack one pack in that little Ziploc bag that you will give to the sister to wash you with after your Caesar or your natural delivery. And then a little bag of nappies is always needed. Usually when you get your free gifts at hospital, it's a little baggie like this as well, little baggie. And then if you get your free, if you get your Baba bag, it's also a little baggie because they don't use many in the beginning, but some of them do pass a lot of urine and they use much more. Okay. Just a few other things. So we got some aqueous cream. Remember I told you the bum cream? So the bum cream will be a no-go for now. It will be used by, usually by 3-4 weeks, you can start using it because then the meconium is less. And then sometimes the skin does have a little reaction, especially now that it's getting warmer and it's stuffy. So the aqueous cream, you can use this to wash your baby. So you can lather it all over baby and rinse it off and then use it afterwards as lotion again as well. So it's fragrance free, it's natural, it's pure, and that's what these skins need. They don't need much else. So that's just a few things. I didn't go in much detail about any of the other things, but this was the most important thing. So if you do not get a bag at your hospital, or your Baba bag was ordered a bit later and it's on its way, then make sure you pack yourself a baby bag and you add those types of things in it. I've also added the little list that we had earlier. Please take the screenshots of it. So as you're watching this video, take screenshots on your phone, on your PC, print screen it. It's very nice to just recap when you're packing your bag and just checking it, print it and check it off. It makes it so much easier. Moms, it was so nice chatting to you, and I'm looking forward to hearing of your great birds and meeting your babas. However, enjoy it and looking forward to hearing from you guys soon.